And a happy Friday evening, everyone, from Kingston tonight. Should be an interesting matchup in Wyoming Valley Conference Division II between the Wyoming Seminary Blue Knights and the Trojanettes of Nanticoke area. Paul Garrity with you tonight. Early 6 o'clock start for this game. As we take a look at starting lineups for tonight's game, Wyoming Seminary in the home white uniforms, Nanticoke in the dark blues. Wyoming Seminary will travel from left to right across your television screen. And starting with the Trojans, as we have a whistle and maybe, not sure what we have, but we'll introduce Nanticoke's starting lineup here. Leading scorer, Caitlin Majeros, number 11, starts down low with number 14, Kate Reed. Marley Donahue, number 22, with number 25, Nevaeh Barron. And number 4, getting the start tonight, is their junior guard, Natalie Atkins, wearing number 4. That's the starting 5 for Ed Grant's Trojanettes. For Wyoming Seminary, a little different look tonight. Avery Luxick, usually one of the starting guards for head coach C.J. Kersey in Wyoming Seminary, not available tonight. So Stella Ruiz gets the start, number 2 in white, her first start of the season. As that shot is off the mark by Barron and over the top, Wyoming Seminary basketball. The rest of the starting 5 is the usual suspects. Ella Stambaugh, number 24, their outstanding sophomore and leading scorer. Ellie Kersey, number 32, second leading scorer on the squad, with Claire Griffin, number 33, and Maya Gross, number 34. And Ella Stambaugh gets Seminary on the board. They lead 2-0. Man-to-man for Sem to start the game. As that shot knocked down from deep, Marley Donahue, the junior guard, one of Nanticoke's better outside shooters, gives the Trojanettes an early 3-2 lead. Sem turnover, and Nanticoke will reset this half-court offense. 6:42 to play first quarter. Nanticoke 3-4 coming into the night, looking to get back to the 500 mark. Quick trigger from Kate Reed is off the heel. And the rebound tracked down by Ellie Kersey. Man-to-man as well for Nanticoke as Kersey tries to turn the corner. It'll stay with the Blue Knights. Stambaugh elevates and comes up short. Griffin down on the deck, and the possession arrow gives it to Sem. I think Ed Grant's questioning if the arrow is correct. I think it goes back to that, whatever happened in the opening tip. So that explanation is satisfactory. 6:10 to play first quarter. Nanticoke 3-4 on the year. They're coming off a blowout victory, a mercy rule win over Wyoming area in the conference opener. Ruiz attacking and picking up the foul. Officiating crew, Joe Flaherty, Chuck Conforti, and Howie Walker tonight. Ruiz usually the first player off the bench for Wyoming Seminary. Played a lot of minutes this season, but gets the start tonight with Avery Luxick Not available. Swishes home 2 from the line, and Wyoming Seminary back in front 4-3. Nanticoke, according to what most people think, probably the number 2 or 3 team in the preseason rankings in the division behind Holy Redeemer, as Donahue draws the foul. Or check that, Barron. Barron, the third leading scorer on Nanticoke's team to start this season. Trojanettes already playing their 8th game. They're ahead of most other teams in terms of games played heading into the Christmas break. Seminary 4-2 coming into tonight. Coming off a close loss to Lake Lehman, a 13-point game that was really closer than the score indicated. 5-4 Nanticoke, 5.5 to play opening period. Stambaugh swarmed by blue shirts. Missed the rim, and it's Nanticoke basketball. Stambaugh had 20 in that loss to Lake Lehman the other night. One of 2 Seminary players in double figures in that game. Put back from Majeros. How about a third try? And Caitlin Majeros, one of the better bigs in the Wyoming Valley Conference Division II, if not the best, gives Nanticoke a 7-4 lead. Barron draws the assignment against Stambaugh. Awkward runner. She can make that though, and it's dangles off, rebounded by Kate Reed. (7-4) Trojanettes. Reed trying to direct traffic against this Seminary man-to-man. Nanticoke is a balanced scoring team. Really spread the ball around. Their top 3 scorers, I should say, do the bulk of the shooting, but they have confidence in any number of players offensively, and that pass from Barron is off target. It's been an up and down year for Nanticoke so far. The couple close losses to quality basketball teams, a 3-point loss to Mountain View in their second game of the year. Of course, Mountain View advanced all the way to the state finals a year ago in Class Single A. Stambaugh misses there, 7-4. Trojanettes. Majeros splits the double team, but missed the shot. Poked away. Quick hands by Barron. Nice move from Barron to split defenders, but came up empty with the close-in shot. 3:10 to play first quarter. Competitive low-scoring game, as expected. Ruiz, difficult pass into Barron. Here's Stella left alone. Nanticoke basketball, just under 3 to play in the first. Mentioned the close loss to Mountain View for Nanticoke area. They also lost a 3-point game to Wilkes-Barre area, another quality team. So really the 3-4 record for the Trojanettes could be easily 5-2 with a basket here and there. And that shot knocked down from long distance from Marley Donahue, her second already from downtown tonight. Marley Donahue had just 2 3-point shots coming into the game. As Seminary answers with a 3, 10-7 Trojanettes. And a timeout on the floor called by C.J. Kersey and the Blue Knights. 2:23 to play, first quarter. It's 10-7 Nanticoke. This is high school basketball on Service Electric TV. Nanticoke in the dark blues, Wyoming Seminary in the whites. And that's a Trojanet turnover. Natalie Atkins not expecting that pass there from Donahue. Again, Wyoming Seminary usually doesn't go more than 6, maybe 7 deep without Avery Luxick tonight. So a big loss for C.J. Kersey's team. Here's Stella Ruiz, who gets the start for Luxick tonight. Kersey guarded by Barron and kicked out of play. Stambaugh in a size mismatch, matched up against Donahue. Griffin bullying her way in, couldn't get it. Atkins climbs the ladder for the rebound. 1:41 to play in the first. Still 10-7 Nanticoke. Barron, nice little crossover. Gets by Gross and scores. Nevaeh Barron has been aggressive here in the opening period. 12-7 Nanticoke. Kersey high stepping through the paint and draws the foul. Ellie Kersey, usually a pretty good free throw shooter for Wyoming Sem. Just a sophomore. Seminary's 2 leading scorers are sophomores as Kersey drops home the second. 12-8, Trojanettes. Good ball movement, but the pass from Majero's tipped away. Griffin, good anticipation there. Not a good decision there from Kersey, and Nanticoke gets it back. Barron attacking against Kersey. A little too strong, had a little too much momentum. Going towards the baseline. 44 seconds to play, first period. Atkins guards against Griffin. Stambaugh, elbow jumper. Rings the rim, but doesn't go, and Majeros rips it down. 17 seconds for the Trojanettes as they lead by 4. Here's Reed curling off a screen. Tough jumper. Almost got it. Kersey with 3, 2, and it's blocked at the horn. Nanticoke puts together a good defensive opening 8 minutes. And after 1 quarter of play, they lead Wyoming Seminary 12-8. You're watching high school basketball here on Service Electric TV. be back on the air tomorrow night for our final game of the week here on Channel 9 and Channel 509. A boys contest between Pittston area and the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre. A 7:15 start to that one. If you can't make it out to a game tomorrow night, check us out right here on Channel 9, 7:15, Pittston and Wilkes-Barre boys. Paul Garrity here with you for this one. 12-8, Nanticoke leads Wyoming Seminary as we get set for second quarter action. A couple of three-point shots for Marley Donahue in that first quarter. And the Trojanettes did a great job defensively on Ella Stambaugh for Wyoming Seminary, holding her to just 2 points on 1 for 5 from the field. Nanticoke got all their scoring from their top 3 scorers, Majeros, Donahue, and Barron. Reed slicing down the paint, couldn't handle the pass. Nanticoke really trying to deny the touches to Stambaugh anywhere near the free throw line or below. Ruiz launches and hits. Sem's going to need a couple of those, I think, from Ruiz to stretch the defense a little bit with Nanticoke sagging down there on Stambaugh so much. Knocks that one down. Here's Barron. Good fight in there from Jordan Johnson, who's into the game for Nanticoke. Stambaugh pull-up 3. She's been off in the early going. 12-11 Trojanettes. Stambaugh again matched up against Reed. Curl off a screen, knocks it down. Ellis Stambaugh finding the range. Has the smallest girl on the court. Ruiz sets the screen. And it's 14-12 Sem. Little 6-0 run to start this second period. Donahue lost her footing. Now Stambaugh misses the gimme. Barron driving baseline. Majeros powers up, got it blocked by Griffin. And Ruiz knocked it off of Johnson. Seminary will keep it. 5:30 to play before halftime. Haley Verazin checks into the game, replacing Majeros. Kersey from deep, yes. Ellie Kersey knocks down a triple. Now 3 Sem players have already made three-point shots in this second quarter. It's a 9-0 run. And a 17-12 lead. Knocked away by Griffin, who's been active defensively. Reed. Nanticoke still has not scored in this second quarter, and that's a little sloppy in the backcourt there from Sem. Nanticoke will get it back. Seminary's last 2 games here at home have both been blowout wins over Mid-Valley and Blue Ridge. Trojanette turnover. Stambaugh leading the pack down the floor. And Ella starting to get it going here. 11-0 run to start the second quarter for Sem. And a timeout called by Ed Grant and Nanticoke. 4:34 to play first half. Seminary leads at 19-12. Mentioned the Saturday night game here on Service Electric, the Pittston-Wilkes-Barre boys at 7:15. We'll have some bagels and basketball on Monday for you, the 23rd of December, 11 o'clock a.m. start. Good luck to the boys waking up for that one. It'll be a rivalry game between Hanover and Nanticoke. 11 a.m. Monday morning from Hanover area. That'll be the first game of a doubleheader. Monday we also have a game that evening. We'll run down the schedule here in the third quarter for you. 19-12, Sem leads Nanticoke. Middle stages, period number 2. Barron slicing through the paint. And it was last touched by Sem. Wow, reverse layup from Barron. She does not have big scoring numbers coming into the game, but she's been in attack mode from the early going tonight. Ends a 12-0 Seminary run, including 11-0 in this quarter. Trim the margin to 5. Stambaugh, nice find in, but Griffin couldn't reel it in. And a jump ball, possession arrow will stay with Sem. Atkins guards Stambaugh. Majeros got a hand on the ball, but might have got her down low with the body. And I'm not going to call it on Majeros. Going to call it against Reed. Call it a non-shooting foul. They called the foul before the shooting motion started. Stambaugh, contested jumper. Good defense that time by Reed. 3:27 to play first half. Reed, pull up pop. Tough. Going from left to right. Kersey navigating around a Griffin screen. Stambaugh, turnaround. A little too strong, and Majeros the rebound. Atkins pushing the pace. Finds a trailing Reed. Rhythm 3-ball in the air for Kate Reed, and the second leading scorer on Nanticoke's team. And their best three-point shooter. Trims the deficit to 2. It's 19-17. First field goal of the game for Reed, and Atkins got a hand in there and tied up Stambaugh. I think C.J. Kersey would prefer Ella to keep the ball up high there with the height advantage she has in that spot. That's last touch by Majeros. I think the pace of this game has been in favor of Wyoming Seminary with their lack of depth overall, and with Avery Luxick not available tonight. It's been very much a half-court game. And a steal by Reed. Stambaugh gives chase. Bothered the shot enough. Reed for three. And a foul on the rebound action is going to go, I believe, against Majeros. First foul of the game against Nanticoke's top scorer. I'm surprised we haven't seen a little more pressure from Nanticoke, but that's not what they usually do, so they're going to go with what's got them here. 1:34 to play in the half. Ruiz gets the angle against Atkins. Missed the shot, but it'll stay with Sem. Gross gets free off the inbounds. Weak side rebound, Stambaugh muscles it up and in. 21-17, Blue Knights. Donahue left alone. Book it for Marley Donahue. Filling it up in this first half. Leads the way with 9 points. Trojanettes within one, just under a minute to play before the break. Gross free for three. Again, Sem's going to have to get a couple of those knocked down from their role players tonight. And a tie up here, arrow to Sem. Jordan Johnson back in the game for Majeros. Still 10 seconds. Griffin, nice catch. Good hands there by Griffin, but couldn't make it. And another tie-up. Just get tangled up a bit. And Trojanet basketball with just 1.8 remaining. Close the whole way through 2 quarters. And Wyoming Seminary, playing a little bit shorthanded tonight, has a 1-point lead at home over Nanticoke, 21-20. Don't go anywhere. Should be a fantastic second half. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. You're watching high school basketball right here on Service Electric TV. Back here at Wyoming Seminary High School, Paul Garrity here with you. Got a good one at halftime, 21-20. Seminary leads Nanticoke in this Wyoming Valley Conference Division II game. 12 first half points for Ellis Stambaugh. 10 of those came in the second quarter. Open look for Maya Gross doesn't go. Officials are going to get together here. And they're going to give it to the Blue Knights. Again, if you're just joining us, Wyoming Seminary without Avery Luxick, one of their starters tonight. Stella Ruiz gets the start in her place. There's an easy one for Claire Griffin to get Claire on the board. 23-20 Blue Knights. Marley Donahue led the way for Nanticoke in the first half with 3 3-point shots. 9 points. Nevaeh Barron had 6. Caitlin Majeros, their leading scorer, had just 2 in the first half. And then Stambaugh rips down the rebound. Ella, gorgeous find for Ruiz. Too strong. Now Ella lines up a 3-ball. Book it for Ella Stambaugh. Had 20 in the loss against Lake Lehman the other night. She had a string of 30-point games earlier in the year. She's got 15, and Sem leads by 6. Atkins, mid-range jumper, doesn't go. That's a Seminary turnover. Wyoming Seminary got 5 points from Stella Ruiz in the first half. They've knocked down 4 3-point shots. .6:05 to play, third quarter, 26-20. Blue Knights rejected there by Kersey. Stambaugh one-on-one with Reed and scores. Ella runs the floor so well for how tall she is. And she gets a fair amount of her points in the open floor, but just her speed. The foul called here on that post entry. Goes against Kersey, her first. Majeros powering against Griffin. Reed off the baseline out of bounds. She's taken some contested shots in this game. Kersey barreling in, plays through the contact and scores. 7-0 run by Seminary to start the second half. And with 5:27 to play, actually check that, it's a 9-0 run. And with 5:27 to play in the third, Seminary has their biggest lead at 10 on Service Electric TV. Seminary started the second quarter on an 11-0 run. They've started this third period with a 9-0 burst, and they lead by 10, 5:20 to play in the third. Seminary's done it with defense for the most part tonight. Reed, quick trigger, doesn't go. Wow, Griffin battling against 2 or 3 Nanticoke players in there. And a foul called against the Trojanettes. It's whistled against Majeros, her second. Stambaugh with that great speed and a blocking foul called. And that's going to be 3 against the leading scorer for Nanticoke area. Stambaugh got off to a slow start in this game, but the next thing you look up and she's got 18 points. Blue Knights are 5 for 6 from the stripe as well, which is helping them out. They lead by 12. Barron off the hesitation, draws the foul. Barron, one of the better free throw shooters on Nanticoke's team. Trojanette's about an average free throw shooting team overall. All 4 free throw attempts they've taken tonight have been by Barron, who's really been attacking the rim all night. She's 3 for 4. It's 32-21. And a 5-second call. Good defense there by Jordan Johnson. And CJ Kersey thought that she was not closely guarded for that whole 5 seconds. 4:25 to play in the third. Down low, Johnson gets free against Griffin. And the foul on the rebound goes against Johnson. Two fouls against each team in this third quarter. Stambaugh, bullet pass down low. Griffin couldn't get it. Both teams have missed some shots in close that they normally make in this game. Johnson gets free. Great pass from Donahue to fit that in. And after the Sem turnover, a tie-up after the Barron miss, and Nanticoke will keep it. 32-23, Wyoming Seminary leads. 3:41 to play, third quarter. Johnson, a little up and under move on Gross. Back-to-back buckets for Jordan Johnson, the junior forward off the bench. It's 32-25. And a little over aggressive here. And Marley Donahue picks up the foul. Blue Knights in the bonus for the remainder of this third quarter. Gross, rhythm three ball doesn't go, and the rebound ripped down. Kate Reed going up for that. 3:04 to play in the third. Barron, three ball doesn't go. Wow. Kate Reed with a hand in her face drills it from deep. Nanticoke answers the 11-0 Sem run with an 8-0 spurt of their own. Timeout, Blue Knights. 2:50 to play in the third. It's a 4-point Blue Knight lead on Service Electric TV. Next game here on Service Electrics tomorrow night, 7:15, Pittston and Wilkes-Barre boys. Then we have a doubleheader on Monday. 11 a.m. for the opener. The Nanticoke boys take on Lake Lehman, or I checked that, the Hanover boys take on Lake Lehman. And then the Wilkes-Barre girls play Wyoming area at 7:15. That's the Monday doubleheader. Now a Barron steal in the backcourt. And that's last touch by Ruiz. 32-28, Nanticoke has stormed back from a 12-point deficit. They're now within 4. Still lots of time to play here in the third. And that pass too tall for Johnson. Stambaugh all the way against Verazin. Spins and wins. 21 for Ella. Ends the Nanticoke 8-0 run. 34-28 Sem. Donahue kept the pivot foot. Good no call there. Barron. Wild shot off the mark. And Griffin able to secure it. Don't believe Seminary has made a single substitution in this game, and we'll see if that comes into play in the fourth quarter. Griffin rolling to the rim. We'll go get 2 free throws. Talking to C.J. Kersey before the game, he was telling me, first of all, what an outstanding group of students he has. He said it's probably the highest GPA of any team he's coached here at Wyoming Seminary. As Griffin makes 1 of 2. Says it's one of the most close-knit teams he's coached as well, as in terms of how the girls get along. You can really see that on the court. 35-28, Sem leads it. Griffin spinning, intercepted by Donahue. Fourth quarter could be a challenge for the Blue Knights. C.J. Kersey might have to manage his timeouts. His starters have played every single second of this game. Barron over Griffin. Tough shot. Verazin tried to sneak in there, and instead a travel. Said that Kersey had that ball down on the ground and got up with it. You can't do that. Borderline call. 39 seconds to play in the third. Majeros with the 3 personal fouls. Back in the game for Nanticoke. That pass tried to force that into Majeros. Reed penetrating and draws the contact. Nanticoke's knocked down 5 3-point shots in this game. Sem has matched that number. 8 points for Kate Reed. It's 35-30, Blue Knights. .13 seconds in the third. Griffin gets bumped and fouled by Johnson. And Claire might have hurt her ankle there. And she's in some pain as she will try to stay in this game. Again, Avery Luxick, important player for Sem, not available tonight. And with Seminary in the bonus, 2 free throws here for Claire Griffin. High arcer from Griffin goes down, 36-30, Seminary. 7 seconds for Reed. Barron off a screen. Blue Knights started the third quarter as they did the second quarter by scoring the first 11 points of the period. Trojanettes closed the quarter strong, though. After 3, the Blue Knights lead Nanticoke 36-30 on Service Electric TV. Still 4 more dates of high school basketball. 6 games on the air here on Service Electric in those 4 dates. A couple of doubleheaders on Mondays, the 23rd and the 30th. 11 o'clock games at Hanover area both days. We'll have them for you. And then 7:15 games at night. So plenty of basketball next couple Mondays here on Service Electric Cable. In addition to that game tomorrow night at 7:15 over at Wilkes-Barre area. 36-30. And Seminary is going to take a timeout here before the fourth quarter starts. I wonder if C.J. Kersey wants to give Claire Griffin a little break here after she appeared to injure her ankle on that play right before the third quarter ended. Again, Seminary starters, not one of them has come out of the game until now. Maddie Manello has come in to replace Griffin. She's getting taped up over on the Blue Knight bench. So Manello into the game. She's played a little bit in varsity games this season. Most of her work has come in JV. Stambaugh. Pass from Ruiz, almost picked off by Jordan, or Johnson. Stambaugh guarded by Reed. And a foul called against Johnson as she didn't give Stambaugh room to come down on that jump shot. I believe that's 4 against Johnson. No, it's 3. Ella 3 for 3 from the line tonight. .23 points for the Blue Knights sophomore. 8-point lead. Most people, I think, would have considered this an upset tonight if Sem can hold on. Again, good defense by Sem on this trip, but Barron able to knife through, and we'll get a chance at a three-point play. Griffin returns. Got that ankle taped. Missed just 50 seconds of game action. Barron drains the free throw. Ten points for Barron tonight. 9 point. That's not right. The scoreboard's wrong. .38-33, Blue Knights. Wow, tough shot there, and Ella knocks it down. Kate Reed couldn't do much more there. She was basically inside the jersey of Stambaugh defending that shot, but Ella knocked it down anyway. 40-33, 6:25 left. Barron brought the rain, didn't get it. Majeros the putback and the foul. Just the second field goal of the game for Caitlin Majeros. Has had some big scoring numbers in the early part of the season. About a 60% free throw shooter for the year. Drains that. Clutch free throw there. Nanticoke's only missed once tonight from the line in 8 tries. They trail by 4. Stambaugh again over Reed. Missed the rim. Nanticoke basketball. Barron, fouled by Griffin. Again, Wyoming Seminary starters playing every minute of this game. You would wonder how much gas they'd have left for the stretch run. But it has been a fairly slow-paced game, which I think would go in favor of the Blue Knights. But still, that's some heavy minutes from your starters. 3-point Blue Knight lead, under 6 to play. And I think CJ Kersey's going to start to manage some of those timeouts to keep his team fresh for the last couple minutes of this game. 3-point lead for Nanticoke here on Service Electric TV. 25 points for Ella Stambaugh tonight for Wyoming Seminary. Still 6 shy of her season high. She might need to get there for Sem to hold on in this game. It's 5:49 still to play. Blue Knights is led by as many as 12 in this game. It's down to a 3-point Seminary lead. Gross, wide open look. Doesn't go, and the rebound ripped away by Barron, who's been really impressive in this game on both ends. She's probably been the best player for Nanticoke on the floor in this game. Atkins for the tie. Yes. First points of the game for Natalie Atkins, and what a time for them to come. And we're tied at 40. 5 minutes left. Got to give Stambaugh a touch here, even if she's not the one that shoots the ball. Sydney Payne is into the game as well for Sem, number 50. How about that pass from Stambaugh? Kersey couldn't get it. And a travel called against Ellie there. A lot of momentum on the side of the Trojanettes here. And an illegal screen here against Reed. Second foul of the quarter against the Trojanettes. No one in the game has more than 3 fouls for either team. And Stambaugh grabbed by Reed. They've been aggressive with Ella all night, trying to limit her touches. It's been some grabbing, some hand checking, and the officials don't want the game to turn into overly physical game. How about the hustle there from Barron? Stepping through traffic, Donahue the lay-in. Nanticoke's first lead of this second half. 3:43, and there's a nickel and dimer in the backcourt against Atkins with 3:41 to play. First points of the second half for Marley Donahue. She had 9 in the first half. Blue Knights need a bucket badly here. They trail by 2. And a foul away from the ball called against Reed. So Reed picks up her 4th, 5th foul against Nanticoke in the quarter, so free throws the rest of the way. Both teams have been excellent from the free throw line in this game. Blue Knights 9 of 12 from the stripe. They trail 42-41. Zone from Sem on this trip. Barron splits the zone. Majeros got blocked by Stambaugh. And the loose ball to Ruiz. I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Ella Stambaugh down the stretch here. Here's Gross for three. Almost banked it in from the corner. Reed. And a timeout called by Ed Grant from the bench before the shot. It'll be Nanticoke basketball out of the timeout. 2:36 to play in the fourth. Nip and tuck game here in Kingston. It's 42-41 Trojanettes. Nanticoke has lost the only two close games they've played this season. 3-point losses to two good teams, Mountain View and Wilkes-Barre area. Trojanettes trying to come out on the good side of one of these as Atkins launches. Stambaugh reels it in. Kersey ahead of the pack, and Sem back in front. Nine in the game for Kersey, 2:08 to play, and Barron draws the foul before the shot. That's team foul number 4. So now both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Reed pulls the trigger for the lead. Donahue able to sneak in for the rebound, but couldn't save it. Claire Griffin on the bench for Sem. So the Blue Knights really shorthanded now in the fourth, as they try to protect this 1-point lead. Here's Ella. I don't know if that might have got tipped. No. It's Nanticoke basketball. 1:38 to play. 43-42, Sem. Atkins left alone and way too strong. Maybe a little adrenaline there trying to give her team the lead. And a travel called against Ruiz. Numbers for the Blue Knights. Pretty good job there by Atkins to prevent that, and Kersey knocks it down from deep. Big time shot from the Seminary sophomore. It's a 4-point Blue Knight lead. Under a minute to play. Probably the biggest shot of the season for Sem, but Donahue answers with a triple of her own. And a timeout called by the Trojanettes with 50 seconds to play. They trail the Blue Knights 46-45. What a game here on Service Electric TV. Nanticoke trying to get back to the 500 mark. They came in tonight 3-4. Couple close losses, as I mentioned. Wyoming Seminary 4-2. This would probably be the biggest win of their season, I would have to think. Blue Knights a contender this year in Class AA. They were Class AAA last year. Some really good play early in the year. Ranked number 2 in the Class AA power rankings coming into tonight. This could elevate them to the top spot if they can hold on. They lead by 1 with 50 seconds left. Sem wants to keep it in the hands of Kersey and Stambaugh if they can, and that's a good job there by the Blue Knights to burn 14 seconds off the clock and end up with one of your 2 best free throw shooters at the line. Kersey's now 2 for 4 in the game. This to up the lead to 2. 35 seconds left. With Sem's injury and illness issues, the last thing they want is overtime. They want to win it in regulation. Reed for the lead. Yes! How about that? Cold-blooded from Kate Reed. Nanticoke by 1. 10 seconds to play. Kersey with a step through. No. And Ruiz lost it. Did they get a timeout before the turnover? I don't think so. CJ Kersey was trying to get a timeout before Ellie took that shot. And I don't know if they were still yelling for it in the ensuing action. So we'll see whose basketball it is. There's 5.3 seconds on the clock. A dagger from Kate Reed. Her third 3-ball of the game has Nanticoke up 1. It's been a back and forth affair all night. Seminary had a lead as big as 12 early in the third quarter. Started the second and the third quarter with 11-0 runs, respectively. With Avery Luxick not available tonight and Claire Griffin on the bench the entire fourth quarter with an ankle injury. Nanticoke has stormed back from that 12-point deficit. It'll be Trojanet basketball, 1-point lead, 5.3 to play. A timeout. Trouble inbounding the ball. It's a full timeout. 48-47 Nanticoke. Nanticoke is out of timeouts, so they have to get the ball in.
Hold up, girls, hold up.
They lead by 1 with 5.3 to play in the fourth. Majeros the inbounder, and an immediate foul given will send Barron to the line. I think this is the player Ed Grant wants up there He's played an outstanding game tonight, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. $10 points, and she's been really effective defensively. Now this to make it a 3-point game. 4.2 seconds. And the foul given. So a smart foul there by Ed Grant and the Trojanettes. A lot of times you don't see high school teams do this at the end of games when they're up 3 in the closing seconds. Now you wonder, does Kersey, well, now it doesn't matter. Now you could miss this intentionally and try to get a tap out for a 3. That might be the move. She may have tried to miss that. Foul given with 1.1 to play. And now it'll take something really special from Sem. First they need to miss Barron to miss one of these two. (50-48) Trojanettes. Now this to seal it. And that'll do it. A big fourth quarter comeback from the Nanticoke Trojanettes. And with the Blue Knights running on fumes down the stretch, Nanticoke gets their 4th victory of the season to get back to the 500 mark. Huge three-point shots down the stretch of this game from Marley Donahue and Kate Reed. And a really good game tonight from Kingston. Final score, Nanticoke 51 and Wyoming Seminary 48. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll talk to you tomorrow night at 7:15 from Wilkes-Barre area as the Wolfpack boys take on Pittston area. For Scott Cannon, our cameraman, I'm Paul Garrity. Enjoy the rest of your night. You've been watching high school basketball here on Service Electric TV.